What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Horseshoe. My name is Matt, and the Colts have a huge divisional matchup coming up this Sunday against the Tennessee Titans. So, I thought of some things that I think the Colts need to do if they want to get the win on Sunday. Three things for the offense, three things for the defense. If they do these things, I fully believe the Colts are going to win on Sunday. So, let's start with the offense first. And first things first, you have to protect the quarterback. That's the number one thing the offense needs to focus on is protecting the quarterback, whether it's Carson Wentz, Jacob Eason, or Brett Hundley. Whoever it's going to be, you have to protect them. Give them time to throw the football. Don't give them literally half a second before they have to make a decision, or else they'll get absolutely smoked. Don't do that at all. We allowed over 20 hits on Carson Wentz in 2 games. That is unacceptable, especially for our offensive line. You see, when you think of the Colts offensive line, you normally think, oh, one of the best offensive lines in the NFL, if not the best, right? That's what we usually think of. That's not how they played this year. I thought Eric Fisher in his first game coming back from that torn Achilles injury he had, I thought that he played well. Quinn Nelson, I thought has been playing well. But Ryan Kelly, Mark Golinsky, Braden Smith, and Julian Davenport have all been subpar. They've all been bad. Okay. I thought Mark Linsky was okay, but Braden Smith was not good in that first game. Probably had that foot injury he was dealing with in the game, but still did not do his job. Ryan Kelly does not look all that great right now. Okay. Julian Davenport looks terrible. Now, this offensive line is going to eventually get healthy. Ryan Kelly is eventually going to get back to what he was last year. Mark Linsky is going to play, pretty good. Braden Smith, when he's back, is going to play really good football again, okay? I fully expect that to happen. But right now, that's not the case at all. So the Colts need to protect the quarterback. I don't care if it's Carson, Jacob, or if it's Brett Hundley. I don't care, okay? I don't want to see either one of them run around 55 times before having to throw the football to somebody who may or may not be open. I don't want to see that anymore. So, first things first, you have to protect the quarterback. Also, you have to get the run game going, okay? The first 2 weeks, I've been very disappointed in our running back group, okay? Jonathan Taylor hasn't really lived up to what we were expecting Jonathan Taylor to do. We really haven't seen a whole lot from Marlon Mack yet. It's going to take him a little bit before he can get back to normal. So, I'm not expecting too much from him, but Naheem Hines, I think he's been good in the receiving game, needs to step it up a little more in the running game. Now, this is the perfect defense we're going up against to get that run game going. This is the perfect opportunity because Tennessee's defense is not that good at all. They're not that good. They're pretty bad. So I think you can take advantage of that and get that run game going. Now, of course, we got Autry we're going up against. Autry knows us pretty well. So, it's going to be nice to see him, but still, got to get that run game going. If you can get it going, I think this offense can really get going. I think it could help Jacob Eason if he's going to start, which I believe he will. It will help Carson Wentz out more, and it will help Brett Hundley out. So get this run game going. That's going to be very, very important in this game is how well do we run the football? Does Jonathan Taylor have a big day or not so big day? We'll find out. And finally, before I get to the defense, when you're in the red zone, you have to score touchdowns, okay? You can't let a drive end scoreless when you're in the red zone, okay? Last week, for example, if we would have scored a touchdown or heck, even got a field goal on one of the two drives in the red zone, either we win the game or we go to overtime. And honestly, I think the Colts win that game, if I'm going to be completely honest. I think they beat the Rams. So you have to score because not scoring in the red zone, as far as touchdowns go, has been a huge weakness for our team and has been a huge reason why we're 0-2. So you have to score touchdowns in the red zone. Do not leave that drive scoreless. Get some points on the board. Touchdown or even field goal. Get something on the board. We cannot, especially against Tennessee, who has a high-powered offense, we can't leave points on the board. We have to take advantage of every opportunity we get if we're going to beat Tennessee. And I think we can. So score touchdowns or kick field goals when you're in the red zone. That is going to be huge for this Colts offense and whether or not they win the game. Now, moving on to the defense, what I believe is the most important thing we got to do on Sunday is you got to contain Derrick Henry. Do not let Derrick Henry go off. Do not let Derrick Henry have 150 yards or 200 yards in this game with a few touchdowns. You cannot do that. You have to contain him, okay? Because you're not stopping him. There's no team in the NFL that is going to stop Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry, as Darius Leonard describes, is a defensive end and a running back spotty. You cannot stop the guy. You can only contain him. If you contain him, you can beat Tennessee because we've seen in the past, whether it's against us or other teams, if they contain Derrick Henry, odds are they win the game because you have to put the game in Ryan Tannehill's hands. Now, do you have faith that Ryan Tannehill can win the game for you? Maybe a little more this year because of the receivers he has. But I'm telling you, Tennessee will feel a whole lot more comfortable about this game if Derrick Henry can get 150, 200 yards. They'll feel so much better. If you don't let him do that and you make Ryan Tannehill win the game for you, it makes him a little more uneasy. So contain Derrick Henry. Do not let Derrick Henry go off, and I think you can win the game. You also can't let Julio Jones or A.J. Brown get going because once you contain Derrick Henry, they're going to go to A.J. Brown or Julio Jones or both. So if you let those guys get going and they get their yards, it's going to be a long day for our defense. Now, hopefully, Xavier Rhodes is playing in this game because he does have a really good track record against Julio Jones. And Xavier Rhodes did practice yesterday. He was limited, but that's better than not practicing at all. So there is a chance he could potentially play on Sunday. And we're going to need him because A.J. Brown, man, I mean, the guy is one of the best receivers in the NFL. He might be top 5, in all honesty. The guy is extremely difficult to contain. He's very difficult to stop. And yeah, he's not having the best year so far, but he's going to get going again. Like, he is going to get back to what we know A.J. Brown is and what he can be. So, yeah, right now, A.J. Brown may be having a down year, but that's not going to last for long. And then you got Julio Jones, who, yes, is older, but Julio Jones is still a really good receiver, too. So you got A.J. Brown to worry about. You got Julio Jones to worry about. It's not the funnest thing for your defense at all. So our secondary knows this. They have to clamp down. Do not let those guys get going. Do not let those guys have big plays because if they do, it's not going to be good for our defense. And finally, speaking of big plays, prevent the big play. Okay? Do not allow those 40-yard plays, 50-yard plays, 60-yard plays. Okay? Don't allow the plays like you did in Seattle where Tyler Lockett had that 69-yard touchdown catch. Okay? Don't allow that to happen. Or the plays that Cooper Kupp had on us where he had, 50 yards on one play? Yeah, you can't allow the big plays to happen because if you're going to allow big plays to happen, that means Derrick Henry is going to get that 70-yard run that you know he's more than capable of getting. That means A.J. Brown is going to break free and he's going to have an easy 60-plus yard touchdown catch. Same with Julio. So you have to play in a bend but don't break type of situation with these guys where, yeah, you might allow a 10-yard play once in a while or a 15-yard play, but you're not going to allow the big plays. Bend, don't break. Don't let them get the big play. Don't let them get in the end zone. If you can do that, then I think we can win. So thank you very much for watching. If you're new or if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate if you would click the subscribe button. Also, click the bell icon. That way you're notified whenever a video goes up or when we go live. For some reason, YouTube doesn't notify you when somebody you're subscribed to uploads a video or goes live. So if you want to be notified whenever I upload something or, I don't know, Bring the Juice, Lawrence Owen, Culture Shock, Blue Stable, you got JDW, No Horsing Around. You want to be notified when something goes up from one of those guys or me? Then click that bell icon. That way you're notified whenever they or I upload a video or go live. If you like this video, smash that like button. Let me know in the comments, what are the keys to victory for you guys for the Colts? Let me know down below. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Matt. Bleed Blue. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you watch one of these other 2 videos. They're cool. Also, if you're new, please click the subscribe button as well as the bell icon. I greatly appreciate your support.